We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her?
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans, with Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. And I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful. What happened to these children? What are they?
Red means stop.
Where have you been?
Green
Cabin in
means go.
Arcadia?
This is the
Little
rule.
sisters.
All little girls
Atom
know.
factories.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came?
What do they even look like?
Well, I say you should have to prove your property.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Mr. DeWitt, I'll find my source inside of that glove.
Cool. What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're
No
expected.
mask, no entry.
Stuff shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. It says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. Brought me to Rapture.
A man
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
A fine day to you both.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber
Cohen
are of
sends
no
those
interest
masks
to
out
me.
in some kind of
You
box.
hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
I don't think so. Hit the brakes, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist Struggle or Rapture Records straight ahead?
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the Star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't
Gotta
it
find
lovely?
that box.
Yes.
It does something to me. Especially something in this face. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic.
Nothing.
Purely sexual.
The finest
Only one place left.
touches us in places.
That we... I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
We've got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's twins for one reason.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for
Where's he
fear of
hiding
what
that
foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me to tell you what it means?
There
I would
you
like
are, you
so
little
much to
son of a
understand.
bitch.
In this way, you intended to show us the struggle of the
Great man.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Good. I've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You got a bit of the grifter.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance! Dance! Move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music! To the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! Enter for God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
Need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes, it is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. and I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt. Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt!
Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty! To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sunk the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
It's all the same to you. Let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be him.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosting!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Can't blame me. Things always go down. It's like he does something that I wants. Nose to the grind!
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison? Jack of all trades, master of none. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Glenda? After all I've done?
I'm looking for more! Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go on.
So a single banana can feed a family of 4. Come see what we mean at the farm market in Dionysus Park. Because bigger is better.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
It's my home, too!
Lois, stop!
Don't be such a party pooper.
I'm busy. Busy!
You left me with nothing!
Look up there.
Elizabeth, little help?
Sure thing. All done.
How many have you had?
Perfect.
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite, this. And the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore. But the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
Gonorrhea, that's what you'll get. And there's no cure but the madhouse.
And with Ryan Industries home defense products, you won't have to. Stand your ground. It's every man's right.
Oh, don't think I didn't stop acting.
You need this! It's all I have right now. Take this ammo.
Come on, small time.
Witness the origins of the most important discovery in Rapture's history. Sea blood, the incredible invertebrates that led to the creation of Adam. On display now at the Mermaid's Landing Aquarium.
Why'd you do it? Wasn't I good enough? They say opportunity makes a thief of us all. But I don't know.
And I'm planning a big comeback. Just need a new agent, you know? I hear you gossiping about Bill got a joke. You'll keep all your promises. Ah!
No Andrew Ryan. But I ain't some stuffed shirt neither.
Ryan, you bastard. Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine's into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here!
Oh, I'm honored you've returned. Run away!
Found ammo! Need this?
That'll do!
This gun has gotten quite warm.
Betty, it's 5 o'clock. Dinner should be on the table. Oh, I know, but it won't be ready for another hour. Betty, haven't you heard about the radar range? The latest home advancement from Fontaine Futuristics? Gee, what's that? The radar range heats food from the inside, using microwaves, without gas or fire, in less than half the time.
Why, that's amazing. With the radar range, I can boil lobster tails in minutes, or a delicious cup of coffee in seconds.
Fontaine Futuristics, saving my marriage and yours.
I'll be down here.
No excuse. Let you and me talk. When you
place. Any leak is a bad thing. Report any unexplained water promptly to the Central Council.
They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They're gonna be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. And once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
The line. Yeah, I've been calling all day. What's that now? Here!
Need some help with this.
On it. There you go.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumotubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
Being the best at what you do can really take it out of you. So unwind at Fort Frolic. Gamble, shop, take in a show, or meet a new friend, all at Fort Frolic. Fort Frolic, where the best and brightest celebrate success.
I don't want you here! Quit pushing me!
Here! Ammo! Catch!
Dropping audio diaries in the pneumotubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
over, there was urine all...
No way you get off!
Stop everything!
Keep my eyes open for more!
Brace the enemy!
I haven't found anything yet! Take this ammo!
Are you still gonna be able to shoot straight?
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one'll get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe store room. The code's 0928.
We are men of tomorrow. Men who seek.
I don't have anything!
Heartless. That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
The Little Sisters? Gee, don't you know they're the glue that holds Rapture together? Really? You betcha. Riot Industries has seen to it that they're bred to be as happy as clams while they do the work that keeps us safe out from the bandits and terrorists. We all need some kind of idiot. We all need the Little Sisters.
Everything you touch! Ammo! Take it! I see what else I can buy!
out the fight perpetually, there may be no limits to how much we may evolve. Or maybe come. If I gotta come over there.
The parasite hates three things: free markets, free will, and free men.
How long you been talking?
Still looking! Take this now!
Give me a piece of the action.
Here you go!
Nice!
I'm out!
Ammo, Mr. DeWitt!
Rise to the challenge!
Looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Welcome to the Circus of Value! No refund, no return!
Seems like you're carrying a little of that baby weight.
I know. I should really use a reduction plasmid, but I'm terrified of needles.
Haven't you heard?
Can you help me out with this lock?
That won't take but a minute.
Drinkable form.
Drinkable? You don't say. What will science think of next?
All yours.
New Ryan Industries drinkable
The
plasma.
home is just an extension of the room.
Pleasure, none of the pain.
It's my responsibility. It's dead.
Where'd you go?
It's gotta be dead. Who is it?
Looking for more! this!
Got it!
Remember, I've had it with this insolent behavior.
What is the greatest lie?
Enough of this tomfoolery!
Insanity perpetrated on mankind. Slavery, the Holocaust, dictatorship. No. The tool with which all that wickedness is built. Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon their outlaws. Never mind your own needs, they say. Think of the needs of whoever. State. The army, the king, of God. This goes on and on. How many
Elizabeth?
Looks easy enough.
Think of yourself.
There you go.
It's the king and his hosting crowds who light the torch.
Nice.
It is this great inversion, this ancient lie, which has chained humanity to an endless cycle of guilt and faith.
Why did Ryan lock up all of Fontaine's followers in a department store?
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's buttonmen. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch. Either way, Fontaine's dead.
Get a load of this place. Oh, that nice stuff. Easy pickings. Bust that lock. Ain't nobody around. Ryan, private security! Ah, you got me! What kind of self-reliant individual depends on a state-run police force for
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.